Jesus was wounded in his brow so you wouldn't have to carry all that anxiety and worry. Jesus was wounded in his back so you could be healed in your body, your mind, your emotions. Jesus was wounded in his hands so your sins could be forgiven forever. That's the most important wound. Jesus was wounded in his feet so you could have victory over everything that's been giving you grief in your life. And finally, Jesus was wounded in his side. And that spear went so far into his body that it pierced the sac around his heart. Medically, they would call it hypovolemic shock. Blood and water. Such severe blood and fluid loss that his organs would have begun to stop working. That inner wound was the most serious wound of all. Just like your inner wounds are the most serious of all. But Jesus was wounded inside, in his side. So all of your inner wounds, the wounds that you never talk about, the wounds that you never share, the wounds that nobody probably knows about, he didn't just heal your body. He wants to heal your spirit. Psalm 147 says, he healeth the broken in heart, and he bindeth up their wounds. Jeremiah said, for I will restore health unto thee, and I will heal thee of thy wounds, saith the Lord, because they call you an outcast, and they say, that's just Zion, no man seeketh after. I'm preaching to somebody that someone in your life said something, did something, harmed you, hurt you, misused you, abused you, and you still feel it and you still suffer from it, and you have wounds, and they're so deep you don't think anything can touch them. They're so permanent you don't think anything can heal them. I have good news for you. Jesus not only suffered wounds in his brow and his back, his hands and his feet, he suffered a wound in his side that went clear to his heart. And that's why he can heal your heart. That's why he can heal your emotions. That's why he can heal your pain. That's why he can turn around things that nobody else can turn around. Jesus was wounded. And because he was wounded, you don't have to stay wounded. You can be healed.
If truly that I'm dead, if I'm dead, who is here now? And Colossians chapter 3, verse 3 and verse 4. Old King James just put it blunt. You are dead, and your life is hidden with Christ in God. When Christ, who is with your life, is that what he said? Excuse me. Is Christ with my life? Talk to me, please. He said, when Christ, who is your life. Friends, there's a brand new person inside here now, and that person is Christ. And this is not imaginatively. This is not psychologically. This is actually. The mystery is this, that Christ in you. The Christian that God is looking for is not those who have their lives and they are using it to imitate Jesus. That's not what God is looking for. What is God looking for? Men who have been emptied of whatever was living in them and left an empty container for Christ to do what? To dwell and live his life the way he wants to live it, but in them. Did you hear me? Who is going to live above sin here? Christ, who lives in me. When Christ, who is your life. I said, so the life I carry now is not my life. It's Christ who lives his life. But where? In this body. Wait. Let's read that passage again. As far as this world is concerned, excuse me, what has happened? You have died. If anybody needed to weep and declare obituary notice about this man that used to be here, what should we do? Obituary. The one that is here now is not the one we know. Christ, who is our life. As you are going up and down now, who is going home now? Christ. But inside the container that this man used before he died. When someone becomes a Christian, he becomes a brand new person inside. Brand new. What's the meaning of brand new? Brand new. Brand new. Not refurbished. Not panabited. Not repainted. Brand new. Brand new. Never been before. That is why there is nothing that was inherited from the man that used to live here that transferred to this new man. No connection at all. That's why, even if there was a covenant from the devil that he made with the man that was born by your mother that used to live here before he died, the man that is here now has no connection with any of such things. That's why you can go home free. That's why you can live a different life. It's a different person that is here now.